Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Blackwell Convergence. Rosa says hi. Let's talk to Joey.
Hey, Joey?
Uh-huh.
Chat?
Well, let's get going.
After you, babe.
Apparently not.
I wonder if I can talk to someone from Lazarus Technologies.
If that's what you want to do it.
Can we ask about
Do you
Lazarus?
think Lazarus Technology really killed John Goldwater?
No, I think our elderly lady friend is the guilty party.
So they're a dead end.
Not necessarily. Any lead is a good lead.
That's not always the case.
That's all for now.
Sure.
Alright, Joey?
Let's you and me have a little talk.
Yes.
Chat?
Hey, look. A trash room.
Yeah?
Just saying. You could, use it once in a while.
Hey! I resent that, Joey.
That old guy sure has a chip on his shoulder about Lazarus.
You can hardly blame him. He thinks they killed his son.
Lazarus didn't kill his kid, and you know it.
Like he'll believe the truth.
That's the tragedy, sweetheart. He'll carry that grudge to his grave. And if we're lucky, we'll be the ones to deal with it later.
Why would that be lucky? I don't think that would be lucky.
Hey, did they redecorate this place?
I don't think so. Why?
Dunno. Looks different. Can't say why.
I don't remember this door here, that's for sure.
Well, let's...
Yeah.
Alright. Hey, actually...
I'm not floating through that door. Last
Aw.
time I did that, her dog nearly had a seizure.
Alright, let's leave. To the internet machine! Lazarus.
Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
Lazarus Technology. Lazarus was established to review and research various health issues, conditions, and diseases, and use technology to address them. For more information, contact us at 1-800-555-4554. Not 867-5309? Oh. Email, that's ours. Not gonna have it, well. Don't think there's gonna be anything on Paul M. Tennis 53. There's no way to check the outbox or anything, is there? No. Alright, well.
Thank
Let's
you
call
for
'em.
calling Lazarus Technologies. Please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 3.
General
Lazarus
information.
Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering.
Now that
We
we've killed
supply
our
research and
competition.
Development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation.
Oh dear.
If
Yep.
you'd like to request a product catalogue, please speak to a customer representative.
Okay.
You have reached the general office mailbox. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you shortly.
I guess we'll just hang up.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What is it?
I was thinking, there must be...
What do you get?
It'd be nice...
Very...
No. I think we've learned everything...
Have we?
I don't know about you, but my reporter sense is tingling.
Spidey sense.
Sweetheart, you wrote book reports.
Hey.
Reviews, Joey. Book reviews. Let's just get over to the Meltzer Foundation office. You think Lazarus Technology...
No,
So,
not...
Alright, he's not saying anything different.
that's all for now.
Sure. Hey, Red, you got a minute?
What is it?
So what's eating you, Red? You ready to spill?
Whatever's going on, the Countess, the murders, all of this. We're tied up in it somehow. You, me, even Auntie. What if all this happened because of us? What if it's our fault?
Don't even go there, kid. Don't even think it. Whatever is happening, we'll get to the bottom of it. You and me, all the way to the end.
Yeah, that could mean death, though, Joey.
Well, let's
Just
get
saying.
back to it.
Yeah.
Alright, back to Rosa. Let's leave.
Come on, let's get going.
Come along,
Alright,
Joey. Alright. Back to the Meltzer Foundation. We know the truth. Now out with
Go
it.
right in.
Why can't we ever talk to him?
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
Well, you know that Lazarus
I heard that
technology?
your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
Why didn't you know anything about it before?
I heard that your...
Oh,
That's all you say, okay.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
no, sorry.
Have you ever... He was a...
Hey, that HR,
Everyone.
a living...
Your foundation is pretty...
Well, Charlie over there is in charge of separating the wheat from the chaff. When someone comes to us with their hand out, Charlie does his research and makes sure that they are worth the risk. You wouldn't believe some of the bums we get in here.
Such as...
Have you ever heard of...
No,
Have you ever been to... Do you know anything about...
of course, he looked him.
Alright, well, might not have asked about the other thing, because that was a little bit different about, Charlie separating the wheat
I
from the
learned
chaff.
something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
That's a strong thing to say.
It's
It
true.
is.
His company was
It's true,
an
though.
inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It's true.
It is true. You can look it up.
On the internet.
Even still,
You can believe
I
anything
don't
on the
see
internet.
how this is our fault.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude Erdin commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling
yeah, Erdin,
priceless
that's his
works of
last
art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
Connect the dots for him.
This is a total coincidence. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
It
Don't be
is.
so sure.
And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like these accusations.
Too bad. I don't
think
like
you
these
should
murders.
leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us.
I think it
Now
does.
go, before I call the police.
Oh,
Come
go ahead
on,
and
let's
call him.
blow and let him stew for a while.
There we go. Now I think he should use that pet name for his brother.
Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that.
Scooter.
Scooter. You haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
Stay in each
put,
shop.
kid. I'm gonna.
Are they going to say anything different? Anything different?
He seems pretty hard.
I've done some research on that rabbi who came in last week.
How's you look, Scooter?
I think we'll have to politely decline.
Too bad. Hey, Charlie.
No, not.
Hey, Scooter.
I don't
Oops.
think so, Paul.
Suit yourself.
I was asking about a game of tennis, it looked like. Anything else? Got new speeches, new things to say. Come
I
on.
think we should call the police on her
Why do you want to do that, Scooter?
in case she starts nosing around again.
If she noses around again, we'll call the police then, not before.
That's awfully nice of you there, Paul.
Hey, Scooter, do you have last week's earnings reports?
I gave them to you an hour ago.
You did? Right. Thanks, Scooter.
He really is using Scooter a lot. I guess it's to... They really want to
I've done
reinforce
some research
that.
on that rabbi who
Okay.
came in last week.
How's you?
I think
Alright, let's leave. Alright, back to our apartment. Let's check out this email account. Charles M. Scooter.
Charles doesn't get a lot of emails, it seems. There's
Apparently
just
not.
a bunch of names in his inbox. Frank Lyons, John Goldwater, Claude Erdin. Joey, look at this. It's like a hit list of everyone who was killed by the Countess.
So Charlie was writing about each of the victims. I knew there was something fishy about that place. Come on, let's go back there and talk to him.
What on earth do we say?
Think of something, kid. History is repeating itself, and I don't... What was that?
It looks like his inbox is being updated.
Uh-oh. Receiving email. Oh, crap.
My name. That's my name.
That son of a... Mess with us, Willie.
He just marked me. I'm next.
Look, don't worry. She might not come right away. We have time to plan.
Oh, no. No. That was
You
pretty
killed
quick
Claude.
there.
And the others.
I did not kill. I healed them.
No, you killed.
Can it? We've heard this song before. Just back away, real slow-like.
I only want to help.
I think
Help
we've
into
had
the
about enough
grave,
of your
you mean?
help, lady. Back off, kid. I'm ready this time.
You
I
might want to get your
help
hands
her.
out of your pockets,
Just
Joey.
Let me help her.
Oh, yeah? Help yourself to this.
Get away from him.
Kid, she's here to kill you. I can handle her. Just make yourself scarce.
Okay. Nishanti, help!
Nishanti? You home? Nishanti? She's not in. Not that it matters. She wouldn't be able to protect me from a ghost anyway.
Dang it. Alright, to the elevator.
Come on, come on, come on! Stupid elevator. Must be stuck a few floors down.
Oh, crap. Trash room?
Where is she?
Ha!
She isn't far. I can sense her.
You
Can't
I'm
find
telling
me.
you.
Where?
Well, I know for sure she's not through that door behind you.
Really? Elevator.
Come on, come on, come on!
No.
Stupid elevator. Must be stuck a few floors down.
Okay. Back inside.
No place to go. I can't run away unless Joey comes with me, and Joey's the only thing holding her back. Come on, Rosa. Auntie did it 30 years ago, so can you.
Auntie's portrait is moving.
I wish you were here, Auntie. I really do.
Oh, crap.
That's far enough, sister.
Joey, leave it.
Leave it like hell.
Get away from him.
Kid, she's here to kill you. I can handle her. Just think of something.
Teddy bear?
So, Griff, what's up?
Uh,
What exciting adventures are you having today?
I don't think this is quite...
all right.
I don't know. Let's ask Griff, shall we? So, Griff, how do I look to you? Thanks, Griff. That's very sweet of you.
So what did he say?
Teddy bears can't talk, Joey.
Right.
Get away from him.
Kid, I can handle...
Well, I've got the picture.
Hey, look at this.
Who?
Oh, hey.
That's- I wanted to help her.
That's the woman who
Look
killed
where
you.
it
Ha!
gotcha. You think anyone appreciates your help?
No. No!
Oh. And the ghost just went nuclear. Well, at least we got it in here. Go into the light, crazy lady. Go into the light, crazy lady.
How did we end up here?
I have brought you here. You are safe now. I have saved you.
Saved me? What do you mean, saved me? What did
Went
you
nuclear.
do? Joey, did she kill me? Am I dead?
I don't know.
You got feet.
Lady, I suggest you start
You're fine.
talking.
You got feet.
There is nothing to say. You are safe now, both of you.
My dear, you carry on so.
You.
Hi, lady in the red dress.
I've been looking for you for so long. Why did you leave me?
My poor host, you cast me out. You broke our bond. It's too late to repair it.
What? No. Why would I do that?
Because you're
Your
crazy.
mind is so broken that you do not remember. My, you are a mess. You don't even know your own name, Countess, indeed. Regardless, it is time for this to end.
End? Is there an end?
For you,
It took
there
you
can
30
be,
years to
if
show
you
up,
let me.
lady.
I trust you, Madeline. I always
Oh, hey,
trust you.
Countess Madeline.
Rosangela Blackwell, Joseph Malone, it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm sorry it had to be under such unpleasant circumstances.
Unpleasant is right. Who are you?
My name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was this poor soul's spirit guide. She corrupted our bond, and I'm afraid the damage to both of us was quite severe. Can you help us? Can you help us end this cycle of death?
Well, there is the light here. She looks familiar.
I have been trying to reach you in your dreams. At long last, I am able to manifest myself here. But time is short. Will you help us?
Maybe. What do I get out of it?
Who are you?
As I said, my name is Madeline.
Who is she,
and a
though?
long time ago, I was a spirit guide to the woman you know as the Countess. We were bonded, much like you and your guide are. But much has changed, and time is short. Will you help us?
I have lots of questions first.
We've got some questions first.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure you do. But time is short. Will you help us?
I will help you.
I'll help you. I don't have much choice. She's
But I want
killed
questions.
Killed you? No. She left you quite unharmed.
Even
But
though she went nuclear.
regardless, there is no time to waste. Come with me. Now just relax.
What?
Hey, what's the big idea? All right, you. Talk. Where are they?
The pattern. They're going to fix the pattern.
Talk
pattern in the
sense,
weave?
will ya?
The source. Cut off the source and the pattern will revert.
Why do I bother? Great. Trapped on another plane of existence with the Countess of Crazyville. They better know what they're doing.
We'll figure something out. It looks like a diner.
Hey, what happened? How did you do that?
This is where the link originates.
It's a diner.
The bond between your Countess and her hosts. Part of her is trapped here. You must remove it.
Do I get a shovel? Can I talk to you?
Madeline, could I talk to you?
Of course.
Now can we ask you questions? Where are we?
Where are we?
You have been to this plane before. You have brought many lost spirits through here.
Well, yes, but there was never a diner before.
I can understand your confusion, but it is not a real diner.
Looks like a diner.
Metaphorical. As you know, there is a
Metaphorical diners.
bond between the Countess and her current host, and the bond is represented by this diner. You will find out more inside.
Can we go inside to the diner and order some food? I'm a little parched. I could use something to eat. Why a diner?
Why is it represented by a diner?
The Countess used to spend lots of time in diners like these. You will find out more inside.
She must be crazy. Is the
How
Countess
did the
insane?
Countess get so...
Insane?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you, her mind is a door to another plane of existence. By corrupting our bond, she opened that door so wide that it flooded her mind with unfathomable knowledge.
Uh-oh.
She essentially has the universe inside her head, and no human mind can contain that. It broke her. She sees everything but understands nothing. If she didn't banish me to this place between worlds, I might feel more pity.
Well, who was
Did
she?
you know her when she was alive?
Of course. We spent almost 30 years together.
Jeez,
What
how
was
old is she?
like?
Different. Happier. She loved helping those in need. But it no longer matters. She is the one who needs help now.
This bond, how do I break it?
Part of the Countess is trapped inside. You must find it and remove it.
Alright,
This bond.
Part of...
Oh, same thing. How did the
How
bond
did the
break?
Countess break the bond between you?
She did not break the bond, but moved it. To be rid of me, she had to form a bond with someone living. Someone who could, in essence, become her guide. How she acquired this knowledge, I do not know. I only know that it was accomplished.
Well, if her mind
did she
became
pass it to?
filled with the
Joe
knowledge of the
Gould.
universe,
It was
essentially.
an easy task, since his mind was already broken. Upon Gould's death, it was passed on to Joseph Mitchell.
And now Charlie Meltzer.
Yes, it must be broken if this is to end.
Alright.
Thanks, Madeline. I'm going to see what I can do.
Yeah,
I will
let's see
be
what we can
waiting
do.
right here.
That's good of you to wait.
For the upteenth time, I have no money for your fund.
Show some pity. At least lend us a cigarette.
Ahem. I believe we got
That
company.
guy sounds kind of familiar. That guy looks kind of
Yes.
crazy.
Could you perhaps spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
No. Hey, it's Joseph Mitchell. My Mitchell.
Looks like the door to the kitchen.
It is the door to the kitchen. Let's talk to Joe Gould first. Crazy bastard
Hello.
that he is.
Hello. My name is Joseph Ferdinand Gould. I am graduate of Harvard, magna cum difficultate, and chairman of the board.
Magna cum difficultate.
In exchange for a drink, I'll recite a poem, deliver a lecture, argue a point, or take off my shoes and imitate a seagull. I prefer gin, but beer will do.
Clearly, imitating a seagull is the most
I've been hearing a lot
important
about
thing.
you lately.
My reputation precedes me.
Let's ask
I
about the
saw your
Moneta
portrait
portrait.
in the Moneta.
The Moneta. Yes, I'm quite famous there, you know.
I gathered.
It's all thanks to Mitchell, of course. The Joe Gould Fund filled its coffers nicely when he wrote his
Jodan Baker.
article.
He's clearly responsible for everything horrible. Why are you here?
Doing here?
I don't quite know myself. We've all got to be someplace. As I understand it,
Yes,
I was
but that doesn't
mentally
mean you
linked
have to be
my
here.
old friend, the Countess. I wish I'd known. It explains everything that my work was trying to prove.
What? What
Your work.
I have had many callings. I studied the seagulls of the world and learned their language. I spent months measuring the heads of 1,000 Chippewa Indians. But before I died, I was putting to paper the most important literary work known to man, the oral history of our time. It was a compilation of the conversations of the city, overheard in bars, subways, street corners, and diners. Put together and studied properly, it would have revolutionized everything.
Nah, I
How
don't
would
think
it have
so.
revolutionized everything?
We were all connected, every single one of us. But how? Think of the ramifications if we found out.
It sounds like quite an undertaking.
It was my life's work.
Alright, let's see. So we're all connected. How are we all connected? Oh my god. The IRS! Alright, let's
How did
ask
you know
about
the Countess?
We met in a diner like this one. We'd often spend a week or two
Did you actually
walking
know
along
what
the
her
docks
name
to
was?
discuss seagulls. She had many interesting theories on seagull linguistics. Then,
Seriously?
one day, she disappeared. But a link had already formed between us. It's everything my oral history was trying to prove, that we were all linked.
I don't think that's quite the same thing. What do you know about these
Countess
murders?
is killing people.
Murder? No. No, I refuse to believe that.
It's true.
She couldn't hurt a fly.
Well, she's not hurting flies, she's hurting people.
Why is she called the Countess?
That's what she chooses to call herself. Far be it for me to tell her otherwise.
The name doesn't seem strange to you?
When you lived a life like mine, you take people at face value. Who cares about names?
Names are pretty
I
important.
once knew another fellow without a name. Called himself the Deacon.
Oh god.
The Deacon? You knew the Deacon.
Are you?
Oh yes,
you're
he was
you're
this
you're to blame for
gloomy
everything,
career
aren't you?
Drunk. One summer night, while sitting in a doorway of the Bowery, he caught the scent of sulfur. He looked up and saw the devil himself standing over him. Since that night, he believed he lost his soul. Not the most charitable drinking companion, if I may say so.
No, he wouldn't be.
You knew him?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Fancy that.
Unfortunately. All right, what do you know about Joe
What's your
Don Baker?
connection to Joseph Mitchell?
Ah, Mitchell, my benefactor. He made me quite famous, you know. But my goodwill only extends so far.
Is being
Why
made
is
famous
that?
by Joe Don
Cigarette.
Baker really that
He
good a
has
thing?
them. He won't give me one. It's demeaning to have to beg for one measly cigarette.
You're dead. You can't smoke
You
anyway.
want a cigarette?
Yes, I want a cigarette. It's a disgrace that I should have to beg for one.
I'd like to read the oral history.
And I'd like you to, but I'm afraid it belongs to the ages now.
There was also the problem of it never existing in the first place.
Yeah,
Of
that,
course
that
it
does tend to
existed,
happen.
only not on paper. It was over 3 million words.
What?
3 times the size of the Holy Bible. The work transcended mere parchment and ink.
What about those essays you published in the Dial?
A passing fancy, nothing more.
You wrote essays?
For the now-defunct Dial magazine. I still have the originals. Do you want to see?
Sure. Can I
I'd like to
them?
see that essay.
Here you go.
It
Okay.
appears to be an essay about
Oh, good
insanity,
God.
but the handwriting is so awful I can barely make it out. Just as
Oh,
well. I don't have time to read all this
God.
stuff.
Yeah. I'm
This
not.
handwriting, I don't think it's
I'm. Is that immunity or insanity? It's got to be insanity. Insanity is a topic of peculiar interest to me. Despite my something that people with strong willpower and a sense of humor never go off their nuts? I almost have first-hand information about it. There have been times when the black mood sits on me. I needed every bit of self-control that I possessed to refrain from shouting aloud or something in my hands in wild gestures that would have brought a curious crowd around me and eventually have landed me in the police station. I could very easily imagine myself locked up as a maniac, yet all the time the real me was not in sympathy with the something. It made me feel that perhaps there was a basis of truth in the old idea that insanity was caused by forces central to the soul, such as witchcraft. Science affirmed this once, it may do so again. It seems to me likely that many who are held under observation or in a detention are in just this something state. They may be judged lunatics because of the something antics of the outer body with which the mind may not be in accord and consider absurd. Okay, well, I don't think we can get any more out of that.
Here you go.
Always glad to share.
Yeah, that was quite...
Mr. Gould.
She returns.
Of course I return.
Can you spare a few dollars
No.
for the Joe Gould Fund?
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Actually, you're taller than he is.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure. Things to do, people to see, I understand.
And what about you, Joseph?
Hello. You're Joseph Mitchell.
Jodon Baker.
I believe you have the better of me, Miss
Blackwell. Rosangela Blackwell.
Blackwell, huh? I might have known.
Yep. Yeah, let's ask about
You met
Auntie
my
Lauren.
auntie.
Your auntie, yes. I do see a slight resemblance. I did warn her to leave well enough alone, but she was determined. Let's hope that you can do some good here.
Oh, I can. Why
What
are you
doing
here?
We are echoes, leftovers, if you will. We were linked to the Countess when we were alive. When we died, part of ourselves got trapped here.
So you're not a ghost?
That's unfortunate.
Not fully. I'm not sure what I am. I remember living, I remember dying, but I don't feel like Joseph Mitchell. All I know is that when I thought of death,
Feel like
it turned
Jodon
out Joe
Baker.
Gould was the last thing on my mind.
Yeah, that could
What
suck.
is your connection to the Countess?
I don't know. I never met the woman. Joe Gould was the one who knew her. He had a special bond with her, apparently. But somehow, he passed it on to me when he died. Next thing I knew, I was murdering people by writing about them. There was no choice. I had to stop writing.
Kind of makes you wonder why you didn't pick up writing again when the Countess was dead. What
I studied
about
some
your
of your work in journalism school.
Now that's just foolish. I was a relic, even before I died. The city I wrote about has long since evolved and changed into something completely different. But that's New York City, isn't it? Wouldn't be New York if it stayed the
Yeah,
same
but
year to
you
year.
don't study the journalistic writings in school to learn about the now. You study it to learn about the then and the how. How did they write? Why did they write what they wrote? At least that's what it seems like to me. What about your
I'm
writing?
sorry you had to stop writing.
So am I. But what else could I do? Let innocent people die?
Sure.
No, I don't
Just
regret
people.
the choice I made. Not for one moment.
It's not like they're dolphins. What about
Did
Charles
you know
Meltzer?
Charles Meltzer?
Yes, I did. He worked at the New Yorker back in the late 70s. He would come into my office
how
and
old is
ask
he?
about the old days, and I was happy to tell him. I knew he would never cut it as a reporter, but he had a very keen, analytical mind. I almost forgot all about him, but it appeared a link formed between us, nonetheless. When I died, my connection to
Unfortunately.
the Countess passed on to him.
Well, I guess that does explain why he stopped writing.
Charles Meltzer is using the Countess to kill people.
By accident?
No, on purpose. He sent her after me.
Now, that's a shame. I'm aware that through my actions I killed a few people, But I could forgive myself for it, since I was unaware of what I was doing. But many times I thought
And you
to myself,
stopped as soon as you
I have a
realized what
weapon
was
that's
happening.
untraceable. Nobody knows about it. I could use it, but I did not. I was tempted, but I did not. Not once. You have to stop, Charles. Break this link, destroy this place. No more innocents should have to die.
Can we just kill him instead?
How do I break this link?
I wish I knew. I'm afraid all this is a bit beyond me.
I think killing him would work.
How do I break this link?
I wish.
Oh, whoops. I was expecting the things to go away. Joe
Why
Gould?
did you write about Joe Gould?
He's a fascinating man. Intolerable company, but fascinating. He exemplified everything about New York at the time.
Seriously?
Its artistic expression, its frustration, its joy and heartbreak. His oral history, or the idea of it, energized the work of dozens of writers and intellectuals. But the more I got to know him, the less I wanted to be around him.
And now you're stuck with him.
Did you ever
Oh,
read
the
Joe
irony.
Gould's oral history?
That, it never existed. Or if it did, Mr. Gould never shared it with anyone, which amounts to the same thing.
You know why I never wrote it down. People would have died.
You didn't stop telling people you were writing it, did you?
What could I say? The truth? They would have chucked me in a loony bin.
That's a fair point. What's this about
Why
a
don't
cigarette?
you give him a cigarette?
When you give that man a cigarette or a drink, he likes to talk. And the only subject Joe Gould likes to talk about, at length, is Joe Gould. And the only person for him to talk to is me. So, I do not give him a cigarette.
So it's like he's like Big Joe. Big Joe's store, where everything is Joe brand.
Would you give him a cigarette if I spoke to him for you?
I might. If you can get him away from me, I might. But we can't leave this diner, and the door to that kitchen is locked.
Can't you just float through the wall?
Believe me, I've tried that. It doesn't work. Not here.
Well, shucks.
Thanks for talking, Mr. Mitchell. I'll
Well,
see what
maybe
can
I
do.
can.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
Locked.
I don't have any items.
Looks like the door to the kitchen. I don't think those open. I'm a long way from home.
It's a restaurant at the end of the universe. Oops. Nope.
There are no hands on that clock. I guess that's supposed to be symbolic.
Time doesn't flow
What would I
here.
do with a handless ghost clock?
So is there anything to pick up? Let's see if we can talk to Joe Gould again.
Mr. Gould?
She returns.
I do indeed.
Can you spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould
Nope.
fund?
I'm afraid I'm a...
Fair enough.
No.
I'll talk
that's
to you
it.
later.
All right. Whoop. Sorry about that.
Sure. Things to do, people to see, I understand.
Alright, well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. We'll pick it up in the next one as I try to figure out what we need to do to get into that door there. See you then.